Guys, Sean Bougie, surplusfundsriches.net. This is about our Black Friday sale. Coming up on Friday, Black Friday, November the 29th, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we are going to have a blowout sale. Now, we've gone back to only allowing folks to purchase products, any of our programs, only once per month. So after this is going to end on Sunday, the 1st of December. After this, you will not be able to come on board until January 1st of 2025. Now, this sale has some limited options in it. So you can go to the main page and hit products. It'll be on the main page, surplusfundsriches.net. Once you hit that, you'll have to sign in with your name, email, and phone number. Use the real information because we often send out free stuff to that. We're not going to bug the snot out of you. And you can always unsubscribe from anything we send you whenever you want. Once on that products page, you can then click a link and go straight to this page, which is the Black Friday page. Pricing, you'll have the option to click here and it'll scroll down for you. You can sign up, which means you put in your information and we will give you a reminder email and reminder text because there are no rain checks and no excuses. And some of our programs, special programs we're offering in bundles, are only available during the sale and there are a limited number available. Information about the sale, and then there's different programs. And this is the one I want to highlight the most. We launched Panning for Hidden Surplus Funds January 1st of 2023. It now accounts, and we have never made it available by itself since then. It now accounts for over 55% of our deals, closer to 60% of our deals, even against our normal surplus funds programs. This program was only available and will go back to only being available in the Diamond Bundle, which is $2,497. This is the only time you guys will be able to pick this thing up by itself again. It's $11.97. I know that's expensive for some folks. I'm going to talk about some other options for you. This one we pay 40% of net. You do not call anybody. The beauty with panning for hidden surplus funds is you're going after mortgage overages in those states where you cannot get a list. The reason you can't get a list is the foreclosing attorney is also allowed to handle the disbursement of funds. As a result, they do not give lists out, so you have to come up with a way to estimate surplus funds created from these mortgage foreclosures, and we've done that. There's obviously some tips and tricks in there. You can't just go by opening bid and final sales price. We also partner with this program. So once you make your own list, which can take a little bit of time, you got to have the opening bid and the final sales price. But once you make your own list, you then research debt, make sure there wasn't additional debt against the property at the time of the sale that would have a priority claim in front of the owner. Because guess what, guys? It does not get wiped out from the sale. Go to surplusfundsriches.net. There's a 1 hour training on there that goes in depth on what you need to do if you're going to be successful in this business. But bottom line is, nobody else is working this stuff. So our conversion rate's higher and it's way easier to work it. Plus, we always use attorneys and a structured buyout. Just like with our other programs, we use a structured buyout where we give the claimant 10% of the gross amount being held within 10 business days after they sign our agreement. That's a big deal. That gets us a really high conversion rate. We also always use attorneys, and that's a big deal because we get paid quicker because we have a power of attorney to our attorney who then contacts the foreclosing attorney to get the money distributed. That's a big deal. They're not going to just talk to anybody out there that has a power of attorney when they're not an actual attorney. Trust me on that. All right. Black Friday. Now, there's only 3 of those available, guys. This is going to be gone in no time. So get there at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on the 29th if you want that program. The Black Friday surplus bundle, Jeff put this together. It has national surplus funds, by the way, with the panning for hidden, the national surplus, the surplus 50/50, the premier 16. Those programs all teach you how to do surplus funds on your own. They give you different partnership options. With the national, your job would be to get a list. We teach you how to do all this, guys. Research the debt, fill out a worksheet with that, and turn it in. We do the rest. We find them, call them, put the deal together, hire the mobile notary and the attorney, and we give you 8% of the gross. If it's 50 grand, you're going to make 4 grand on that deal when we get it out of the court. The 50/50, we give you 50% of net, but you've got to call them, which means you're going to have to skip trace them and call them. Make sure they're willing to speak with us and you have the right person. We'll do the first 25 skip traces for you. That also has the Florida Remote Surplus. Florida is a separate program for us guys because they have different statutes, different than any other state. And it has a surplus hybrid. And the hybrid is a program that's designed to work when the claimant doesn't want to work with you or they have too much debt or you can't find them or they've died. You can look up using pacer.gov. You can look up to see if they went into bankruptcy 2 years before, up to 2 years after that foreclosure. And if so, we teach you how to get up with the bankruptcy court, tell them where the money is, and get 25% just for telling them where the money is. Really good add-on program. And again, not everybody goes into bankruptcy. Not everybody's going to not want to work with you or anything like that. But it does help make money where you wouldn't normally get a deal out of it. It's only going to be 5 of those bundles. Premier 16, we give you 16% of gross if you want to partner, teach you how to do it on your own too. But that program requires you go get a list. We teach you how, research the debt, and then find and call them to make sure you have the right person and willing to speak with us. We negotiate. We'll call them back, negotiate, hire the mobile notary and the attorney, and give you 16% of the gross so we get it out of the court. National surplus, we talked about that. I give you 8% of gross, but you don't have to find anybody. No skip tracing, no mailing, no calling. We do all that for you. Power Play bundle. This has been really kind of a fan favorite, these last four bundles. The Power Play has the National Surplus Premier 16 and both of our deed flip programs. We're buying property with the National Deed Flip and the Deed Flip 30. We buy property prior to the tax sale, resell it as is where is to an investor, and we pay you on the net. Typical net is around 50 grand. The National Deed Flip, your job is to find property going into tax sale, research the debt and the value, turn it in. We find them, call them, put the deal together, buy the property, pay off the taxes in order to stop the sale, then flip it to an investor as is where is and give you 15% of the net. Deed Flip 30 would give you 30% of the net. However, you also have to find them and call them to make sure you got the right guy and they're willing to speak to us. Best of the best bundle. This is an insane bundle. National Surplus, National Deed Flip, Florida Surplus, which is a separate program, Florida Deed Flip, separate program, and North Carolina Flipmaster. North Carolina is really, and we partner in all this, guys. North Carolina is really strong because we can actually work the deal past the foreclosure date because they have a 10-day upset bid. That's a big deal. Gold Bundle is the best of the best. The Gold Bundle is the best of the best, but it also has the Premier 16 in it and the Deed Flip 30. So it's kind of the stepping stone programs are included. You cannot buy, say, National Surplus and come back and say, hey, I want the Diamond. Can you take off the $597 I already paid? No. The Diamond has everything, including the Surplus Mentorship Triple Play. That's where we will mentor you for that particular program. If you're working deals on your own, you put a deal together, you're right at the finish line, you can't seem to make it move, or there's an issue that you can't handle, we'll give you mentorship at that point live. Both Jeff and I jump on and help you. It also has the panning for hidden in it and the surplus 50/50. If you have any pre-purchase questions after looking at this information, you're welcome to call me 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I will not be available. I will not be available on Thanksgiving Day. So you've got pretty much tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday to call me with any questions. And that number is right here, 704-791-9398. You also have an insider's guide. This goes over what all the programs are, guys. Kind of a big deal. Download that and read it. Please read that before calling me. That way you can ask me good questions that I don't have to go through and explain every single program. There are no rain checks and no excuses. You either buy it or you don't. Real quick while I'm here, if you go to the homepage, you'll also see where we have free surplus funds lists you can access. View the programs that we offer. That takes you to the products page. And free training. There's an hour-long video training that goes pretty in-depth. Obviously, I'm not giving you guys scripts and I'm not giving you contracts. That's for folks that sign up with us. But it is insanely in-depth. It's an hour and about 5 minutes long. Do these three things or fail, I'd recommend you watch that. I'm probably going to be changing that out, so jump on that when you can. And an overview. Hey, thanks for taking a look. Hope you have a great day.